It is tempting to skip the fundamental parts of learning and jump straight to the end, outcome, or practice. But make no mistake, doing so will create a false sense of progress and could lead to your downfall. A solid foundation is what keeps you standing amid storms and crises. And believe me, they will come, whether you are prepared or not. It's no surprise that the basics are the beginning of any process. For a fighter, a strong foundation provides the correct base to deliver effective and powerful blows. It also helps to absorb incoming hits without significant damage or loss of balance. In civil construction, the foundation is the most crucial stage of a project, ensuring the safety and durability of the structure. So, can we agree on the importance of first things first? It's absolutely crucial to get these foundations right in order to grow and develop yourself without misconceptions or a lack of basic knowledge. The foundation of Stoicism is often said to be built on four main principles, sometimes referred to as the four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These principles are derived from the teachings of early Stoic philosophers like Zeno of Citium, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. Zeno outlined the basic tenets of Stoic philosophy. While we do not have complete works of Zeno, his ideas are referenced by later Stoic philosophers. Marcus Aurelius. In his work Meditations, Marcus Aurelius discusses various aspects of Stoic philosophy, including the importance of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Epictetus. In his Discourses and the Enchiridion, Epictetus emphasizes the practical application of Stoic virtues in daily life. Seneca. Seneca's letters and essays, such as Letters from a Stoic and On the Shortness of Life, provide insights into the practice of Stoic virtues. There is one more philosopher worth mentioning here, and he is Cicero. Although not a Stoic himself, Cicero's works, especially De Officiis, On Duties, discuss Stoic ethics and the four cardinal virtues in detail. In other videos, we will talk about these philosophers, but as we are focusing on the knowledge base, we will discover what are the main elements and teachings of Zeno of Citium. He was an ancient Greek philosopher and the founder of the Stoic school of philosophy, which he established in Athens. His teachings laid the groundwork for what would become one of the most influential schools of thought in Western philosophy. Zeno was born in Citium, a Greek city on the island of Cyprus. He lived approximately from 334 to 262 BCE. A little side note here, BCE stands for Before Common Era. It is a secular alternative to the traditional BC, which stands for Before Christ. Both terms refer to the same time period, with BCE being used to avoid religious connotations. For example, the year 334 BCE is the same as 334 BC. Well, moving on. Zeno's father was a merchant, but there is little detailed information about his mother. His father is said to have introduced him to philosophy by bringing back books from his travels. Zeno initially followed in his father's footsteps as a merchant. However, his interest in philosophy was sparked by reading the works of Socratic philosophers. After a shipwreck brought him to Athens, around the age of 22, Zeno began studying philosophy. He first studied under Crates of Thebes, a Cynic philosopher, which greatly influenced his early thoughts. He then studied under various philosophers from different schools, including Stilpo, a Megarian philosopher, and Xenocrates, an academic. So, here we can see a glimpse of Zeno's foundational principles. If we were to dig deep into Stoicism, we would be on the right path by researching the philosophers who influenced him. Around 300 BCE, Zeno began teaching in the Stoa Poikile, painted porch, in Athens, which led to his followers being called Stoics. And here we can understand the origin of the word Stoic. The name derives from the porch, Stoa Poikile, in the Agora at Athens, decorated with mural paintings, where the first generation of Stoic philosophers congregated and lectured. Zeno's philosophy emphasized living in harmony with nature, the importance of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and the idea that happiness is found in accepting the present moment and remaining indifferent to external goods. While many of his works have been lost, his teachings have been preserved through the writings of later Stoic philosophers and other ancient sources. Here are 7 of the most important and famous teachings and sayings attributed to Zeno. 1. Live in accordance with nature. Zeno taught that the key to a good life is living in harmony with nature, which means understanding and accepting the natural order of the universe and our place within it. 2. Virtue is the only good. For Zeno, virtue was the highest good and the only thing that truly mattered. External goods, such as wealth and health, are indifferent. They do not contribute to true happiness. 3. The unity of virtues. Zeno believed that the 4 cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are interconnected, and that possessing one virtue entails possessing them all. 4. Indifference to external goods. Zeno taught that external events are beyond our control and should be met with indifference. What matters is how we respond to these events, using reason and virtue. 5. Rationality and self-control. He emphasized the importance of using reason to govern one's actions and maintaining self-control over one's desires and emotions. 6. The Logos. Zeno introduced the concept of the Logos, the rational principle that pervades the universe. Living in accordance with the Logos means living a rational and virtuous life. The word logos in Greek, broadly means word, reason, principle, or account. Its usage can be traced back to early Greek philosophy and literature. Logos signifies the divine rationality, or reason that infuses and orders the cosmos. It underscores the Stoic belief that the universe is fundamentally rational and purposeful. 7. Harmony with others. Zeno believed that humans are social beings, and that living in harmony with others is essential. This involves acting justly and considering the common good. And here are 4 famous sayings attributed to Zeno. Happiness is a good flow of life. This suggests that happiness comes from living in accordance with nature and virtue. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. This emphasizes the importance of self-mastery and internal control over external circumstances. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. This highlights the value of listening and understanding before speaking. No evil is honorable But death is honorable. Therefore, death is not evil. This reflects the Stoic view that death is a natural part of life and not to be feared if faced with virtue. These teachings and sayings form the core of Zeno's Stoic philosophy, focusing on living a life of virtue, rationality, and harmony with the natural world. So, back to the basics. We learned that the four main principles, the four cardinal virtues on which Stoicism is based, are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Let's talk briefly about each one and understand what they mean. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions based on knowledge and understanding. In Stoicism, it involves knowing what is truly valuable and living in accordance with reason. Wisdom helps you navigate life effectively by distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot. It guides you to make choices that align with virtue and the natural order of the universe. To practice wisdom, seek to understand yourself and the world around you. Reflect on your decisions, seek knowledge, and learn from your experiences and those of others. Courage. Courage is the mental and moral strength to face challenges, adversity, and fear with resolve and resilience. It's not just physical bravery, but also the inner strength to uphold your principles in difficult situations. Courage enables you to act in accordance with your values, even when it is uncomfortable or risky. It helps you confront your fears and handle obstacles with determination. Cultivate courage by facing small fears and challenges regularly. Stand up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular or difficult, and practice resilience in the face of adversity. Justice. Justice involves fairness, integrity, and treating others with respect. It means giving everyone their due and acting with honesty and fairness in all interactions. Justice is fundamental for harmonious relationships in a well-functioning society. It ensures that you act with consideration for others and contribute positively to your community. Practice justice by being fair and considerate in your dealings with others. Treat people with respect, fulfill your obligations, and strive to contribute to the common good. Temperance. Temperance is the practice of self-control and moderation. It involves managing desires and impulses, avoiding excess, and finding balance in your actions and thoughts. Temperance helps you maintain equilibrium and avoid being swayed by fleeting pleasures or harmful habits. It ensures that you live a balanced life, free from the extremes of indulgence or denial. Develop temperance by being mindful of your habits and desires. Set reasonable limits for yourself. Practice moderation in all things, and strive for balance in your daily life. All right, we are about to wrap it up here. Based on these key elements presented, we can summarize and enumerate four main beliefs of Stoicism. We are basically talking again about some of Zeno's teachings, as he was the father of Stoicism. Number 1, virtue is the only true good. For Stoics, virtue, moral excellence, is the highest and only true good. Virtue encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living a virtuous life is the ultimate goal, as it leads to true happiness and fulfillment. Number 2, the dichotomy of control. Stoicism teaches the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. We have control over our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes, but not over external events or other people's actions. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we achieve inner peace and resilience. Number 3. Living in accordance with nature. Stoics believe that living a good life involves aligning oneself with nature and the rational order of the universe. This means understanding and accepting the natural course of events, including life's impermanence and unpredictability, and striving to live in harmony with the world around us. Number 4. Embracing adversity. Stoicism teaches that challenges and difficulties are opportunities for personal growth and development. By embracing adversity and viewing it as a chance to practice and strengthen our virtues, we become more resilient and better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. I truly hope you enjoyed exploring the foundations of Stoicism. Bye, everyone. Till next time.